So let me introduce you guys to Zach Straits.
Hi there.
Zach, tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you're doing out here in Bonneville.
I'm from Stanton, Virginia, and out here for the first time as a rookie, getting ready to drive the Jezel Land Speed truck based out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
And how fast does this truck go?
It has been almost 265 mile an hour in the 5-mile course here at Bonneville. So.
All right, and tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a rookie. What do you have to do, and how do you go beyond being a rookie?
Yeah, the crew's giving me a hard time over here, and the owner of the truck.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll get him in here.
No, I mean it's pretty awesome. The folks here at the organization do a great job of making you feel not like a rookie, but also I know that you don't know a whole lot. So they do a very good rookie orientation, and then they'll take and actually take you down the track, and you follow along with the CB, and they'll explain to you what's happening. Where you turn, what you do, and what you don't do.
All right.
Yeah.
And tell the audience a little bit about what you are supposed to do when you do a good test run.
Okay. Well, basically what happens, you have to start off and you have to go through a under 15 second bailout, fully dressed. So you have your racing suit on, your Hans device, your helmet, everything, and they actually go through, you have to talk through your exit of the truck. That's your first step.
Okay.
Second step, they'll go through and actually test all your safety equipment and make sure that you have all the proper things and have the proper use of those. Then you'll take and go through basically the orientation, which is all the group of rookies together, go down the track, and we have a meeting at the 3.5 mile mark. And then they explain. It's like, the key thing is just if you're in trouble, you go to the right. If you're okay, you always exit to the left on this particular course here, the way it's set up. So that way they know if you're having an issue, if you're having parts fall off your truck, or it's having an issue with the motor, if you go right, they send the cavalry after you to make sure you're safe and everything's okay with you and the vehicle. And then so at that point you get signed off. You get a big R put on your helmet, which means you're a rookie. You get sort of tagged, like in NASCAR they put a yellow bumper stripe on your bumper.
Right.
So I have a yellow tag on my helmet. So then I have to go out and run in the first 3 miles up to 150 mile an hour, not any faster.
Okay.
So 150 mile an hour, and they observe and watch everything that I'm going through from the starting line all the way to the 3 mile mark and the exit.
Okay.
Then I get my time slip and get signed off by the chief starter, recognized I was a rookie. Then I get to go. Fortunately, this truck will go over 200 mile an hour, so then I go the next class. That gets me a B license, and I go for an A license. I have to run 175 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a B, I'm sorry. Go up to a B license, 175 mile an hour, and then come back in. Then I can go up to 200. So really 3 passes if you have a 200 mile an hour vehicle.
And they don't want you to go over a certain speed the first 3 passes?
Correct. Yeah, they're going to watch close. They're going to check my time. You get a little bit of trouble if you go faster than that. So our goal here is to run exactly 200 mile an hour because the open record, or the record for this truck for our Class D class record is 193 mile an hour. So I could essentially, on my third rookie run, set a world record.
Wow.
Or qualify for a world record. And then I would have my A license. I would come back the next morning, which was hoping was going to be tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. At that point, back up that record, and I'm in the record books, and all of a sudden part of the 200 mile an hour club.
Then you get a patch.
You get a hat.
A hat, all right.
You get a hat. Not a lot of money in this, except a lot of money going out. But
That's motorsports.
Those are motorsports, exactly. So
right.
you actually you get a red hat, and there's a few of them floating around here. You can see.
So let's talk about today. How come nobody's running down the track?
Typically, what I understand is if you get gust of winds over 15 mile an hour, it becomes an issue, because what happens is you'll start with a way this is laid out. You'll start with a wind pushing you down the track, which is pretty good, but there's a hole in the mountain over there.
Yep.
And right behind us, and you'll get a good crosswind, and it comes at you right at about the 3 mile an hour winds your top speed. So they basically they shut us down for today so far. But right now, hey, I don't know what you did, but the wind quit blowing.
Yeah, well, you turn on the camera and the conditions get better.
Right.
All right, so let's make sure that the viewers at home know a little bit. Tell them how long this track is.
Okay. Well, the track is actually set up in as a 5 mile is the max racing. That's your time to the 5th mile.
Okay.
So whenever I go for my 3rd run, I can go. I'm signed off above 175 mile an hour. Then I can go to all the way to 5. Yeah. Then we have 3 more miles of shutdown area.
And that's for some vehicles that are just incredibly high speed.
Yeah, our good friend George Poteet, he's been close to 500 mile an hour several times. He's actually been over 400 mile an hour, well over 50 times.
Wow.
And he needs that speed, those couple miles after to get shut down.
Room to slow down.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah.
So Zach, tell us a little bit about where people can find you on social media.
Oh, okay. Well, just Zach Straits on Facebook, but also I work for Auto Enthusiast Network. So you can look me up there. And,
is that a YouTube channel?
It's actually, no, it's a Facebook page.
Okay, great.
And then also I restore cars, and that's called The Starliner Connection. I have a page there on Facebook, and build some pretty cool cars. In fact, I just finished one for George Poteet, the world's fastest man. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
And where do you come from? Where's home for you?
Stanton, Virginia is where I'm from, and again, the truck is based out of Mooresville, North Carolina. And I have to say thank you to Wayne Jessel. He's the owner of the truck, and Wayne's just a terrific guy, and all the crew. And Wayne's given me this opportunity, just as a friend, to be able to drive the world's fastest pickup truck,
and maybe set a world record.
Hope to set a world record. Yeah.
All right.
So,
can you open the hood and show us a little bit about what you got inside?
Absolutely.
All right.
We're pushing over 800 horsepower. The turbo motor is probably pushing in close to the 1800. This motor here has been 205 mile an hour in the truck before. We changed a few things, gear ratios in the transmission. It runs a Jericho 5-speed air shifted transmission. So we're hoping it might pick up a few more mile an hour with that.
That's great.
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, good luck on that. Thanks a lot, Zach. Really appreciate your time.
You got it. Okay.